Gather round, you little ghouls and goblins. It's time for below grade level. Creepy, crawly, spooky, scary. How frightening is this book? I'd say very.
Hello and welcome to Below Grade Level, the show where we take the books we read as kids and read them as adults and ruin them. I'm one of your hosts, Jonathan Eaton, and with me as always is Bekah Eaton.
Hello.
And Chris Zaleski.
Greetings.
Ooh, and joining us tonight to keep reading Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask, is returning champion John Nagle. Welcome,
Hey,
John.
what's
up? John, this is going to be fun because we're having a blast reading this book. I cannot remember if you've read a bunch of shit with us. Have you read any Goosebumps with us?
Yes, I read. Okay. I think I read Say Cheese and Die, if I remember correctly.
Okay, cool.
Which was better. A book I read as a kid.
Yeah.
And I loved it as a kid. But when I read it with you guys, I was like, was I just a really dumb kid?
I think we all were a little dumber.
You know, like, because it's not good. And I'm not saying, yeah, I'm just
that was the weird camera that took pictures of the future.
Yeah.
But it was like an alien camera.
On the TV show, they made it look like an alien camera. I think it was just described as a regular camera in the book.
Like a regular... Okay. It was a Polaroid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he took a picture of his dad's car. Yes. It's totaled.
It's like The Eternal Enemy. Those are good companion books with the VCR that showed the future.
That showed the future.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right.
That would be a good double feature.
Except Say Cheese and Die didn't have an incest robot from the future in it.
No.
Yeah.
And nobody died.
Those are some pretty big marks against it.
But the cover is badass.
I love the cover.
Yeah, the cover's iconic.
A nuclear family of skeletons having a barbecue.
Yeah.
What could you want in the cover?
Yeah.
I don't think that happened, did it?
No, it didn't.
I don't remember anything that happened somehow from that book. I just don't think, but I usually don't remember a lot of details, but I don't think it was very memorable.
It wasn't.
I remember a book about mirrors, and I remember a little bit about mirrors. And
that was the Invisible.
Let's Get Invisible, that's got to be the best title.
It's so good. And it really, they fucking nailed it. Everyone got invisible in that book.
Yeah.
And the kid's hair was perfect.
Yeah, that's right. It was.
Truth in advertising.
Mm-hmm.
But my one question in this is, how long will it be before the good R.L. Stine makes his characters listen to the Doors in the year of our Lord, 1993?
Does that happen?
No, but he's obsessed with boomer culture. So
yes.
All the kids are into the Beatles and the Stones.
Yeah, obviously, as they would be.
Instead of, the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, they're all like, you know what the best song in the world is? We Didn't Start the Fire.
You're kind of describing me as a child with all of these references, though.
I am that kid. Come on.
Yeah.
Good old Ryan
I had
Line
a Beatles
Stine.
ball cap. I didn't wear hats.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have older siblings.
No, I listened to my dad's music,
Yeah.
which that was all that stuff.
You had parents, so you listened to what your parents listened to.
Stole my dad's Rolling Stones t-shirt.
Which is what my oldest brother did. My oldest brother listened to what my parents listened to, because my oldest brother listened to Beatles and
The Police.
The Police and Billy Joel and all that shit. But then, by the time I was alive, I had two older brothers that were like, "No, listen to this instead."
Yeah.
And one of them gave me good advice, and one of them gave me bad advice.
On music. Yeah.
On the one hand, I got The Police and Pixies
Rush.
and That Dog, and on the other hand, I got Rush I love, but Dave Matthews. I'm just gonna leave Dave Matthews there hanging.
Oh.
I have nothing against him as a person, but his fans are the worst. Not you, but every other Dave Matthews fan, not great.
Yeah. Bekah, what happened last time on The Haunted Mask?
Last time, it was Halloween. It just suddenly was Halloween. I thought we'd get a bigger lead up, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Carly decides that her duck costume is not scary enough, and she really wants to get the kids back, specifically the boys. by scaring them. So she wants to go find a scary mask. She goes to a party store, which is still open on Halloween night while there's trick-or-treaters out. Somehow.
Yeah.
There's a guy in there. The
With a
guy was
cape?
fucking weird. The guy had a cape.
Fuck yeah. Not the devil.
He lets her in. She finds a secret room with the extra scary masks, and he doesn't want to sell her one because they're too scary. But she talks him into selling her one. And then she decides to try it out on her brother. So she goes to put the mask on to scare her brother, and it makes her voice really deep and crazy. And it like almost gets stuck to her face. Like it's hard to take off. And she makes a plan to scare the boys by wearing the mask. And also, earlier in the book, like, one of the first things that happened, I didn't know if it would be important or not, so I didn't write it down in my master list of notes. But her mom, for some reason, made a model of Carly Beth's head. That apparently was very realistic looking.
Look at
I don't know
papier-mâché.
if it was paper mache or plaster of Paris or what the fuck it was.
Sorry, that's what it was. Plaster of Paris, I think.
Like it could, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
He
I
did a
don't know what it
Lionel
was.
Richie.
But she put it on the mantle.
Yeah.
So Carly Beth decides to not only wear the mask, but bring the head on like a big stick, like her head's on a spike.
Yeah.
To go scare the boys, and that's where
Which
we
is a great idea.
left off.
It is a great idea, but also,
I like it. Yeah.
I hope it's not plaster of Paris because there's like a heavy, like
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of heavy.
You could
and
break it,
easy
man.
to break.
It'll shatter. I forgot that like basically the whole entire last episode was on like we're still on Halloween.
Yeah.
We are still on the night of Halloween, and I really hope it keeps going for a while.
Me too, because it would be crazy if it was after Halloween and she still has a mask on her head.
I hope this whole book is on Halloween. That'd be great.
Yeah.
God
I
damn.
think it is.
Chris, don't get my hopes up. All right, let's keep reading and find out what happens. Chapter 13. Carly Beth froze in the doorway. She could hear her mother's footsteps approaching in the hallway.
Oh, let me see you there.
Mrs. Caldwell called.
Did the costume fit?
Maybe I shouldn't have told her about my change of plans, Carly Beth thought guiltily. I would have said something, but I didn't want to hurt Mom's feelings. Now she's in for a shock, and she's gonna be really angry when she sees I've borrowed her sculpture. She's gonna make me put it back on the mantle. She's gonna ruin everything. That was all internal monologue. I'm kind of in a hurry, Mom. Carly Beth... Oh, hang on. Ooh, I'm kind of in a hurry, Mom. Carly Beth called, her voice deep and raspy inside the mask. I'll see you later, okay? She pulled open the front door. You can wait 1 second while I see me costume on you, her mother called. She rounded the corner and came into view. I'm sunk, Carly Beth thought with a groan. I'm caught. The phone rang. The sound echoed loudly inside Carly Beth's mask. Her mother stopped and turned back to the kitchen. Oh, darn. I'd better answer that. It's probably your wee father calling from Chicago. She disappeared back into the kitchen. I'll have to see you later, Carly Beth. Be careful, okay? Carly Beth breathed a sigh of relief, and it sounded like this. Ooh. Saved by the bell, she thought. Balancing the head on the broomstick, she hurried out the door. She closed the door behind her and jogged down the front yard.
But like you have a plaster of Paris head.
I know, it would be so heavy.
She's got a hand up.
Oh, shit.
It had become a clear, cool night. A pale half moon rose low over the bare trees. Fat brown leaves swirled around her ankles as she headed to the sidewalk. The plan was to meet Chuck and Steve in front of Sabrina's house. Carly Beth couldn't wait. Her head bobbed and bounced on the broomstick as she ran. As we predicted.
Yep.
The house on the corner had been decorated for Halloween. Orange lights ran along the top of the stoop. 2 large smiling pumpkin cutouts stood beside the doorway. A cardboard skeleton had been propped up at the end of the front walk. I love Halloween, Carly Beth thought happily.
Me too.
She crossed the street onto Sabrina's block. On other Halloween nights, she had been frightened. Her friends were always playing mean tricks on her. Last year, Steve had slipped a very real-looking rubber rat into her trick-or-treat bag. When Carly Beth had reached into the bag, she felt something soft and hairy. She pulled out the rat and shrieked at the top of her lungs. She was so scared she spilled her candy all over the driveway. Chuck and Steve thought it was a riot. So did Sabrina. Why are they your friends?
Right?
They
Yeah.
always spoiled Halloween for
Get
her.
better
Jesus.
friends. They don't like you.
Yeah. They thought it was so hilarious to scare Carly Beth and make her scream. Well, this year I won't be the one screaming, she thought. This year I'll be the one making everyone else scream. Sabrina's house was at the end of the block. As Carly Beth hurried toward it, bare tree limbs shivered above her. The half moon disappeared behind a heavy cloud and the ground darkened. It was real moody, you guys.
Yeah. God damn.
The head on the broom handle bounced and nearly fell off. Carly Beth slowed her pace. Slowed her pace. She glanced up at the head, shifting her grip on the broomstick. I told you this was a bad talking day for me.
It's sometimes the shit's inscrutable.
The eyes on the sculpted head stared straight ahead as if watching out for trouble. I am so desperate to know what this head looks like.
I can't
Does
wait.
it have like doll eyes in it?
like shark's
teddy bear
eyes?
eyes? No, like creepy animal teddy bear eyes.
Yeah.
In the darkness, the head looked real. How could it possibly?
In like pitch darkness?
Yeah.
The shadows moving over it as Carly Beth walked under the bare tree limbs made the eyes and mouth appear to move. Hearing laughter, Carly Beth turned. Across the street, a group of trick-or-treaters was invading a brightly lit front porch. In the yellow porch light, Carly Beth saw a ghost, a mutant ninja turtle, a Freddy Krueger, and a princess in a pink ball gown and a tinfoil crown.
Was it teenaged though?
Right? This was an adult.
But R.L. Stine would not have the correct name. Come on, man.
Yeah.
An adult mutant ninja turtle.
The next sentence answers your question, Jonathan.
Thank
the
you.
kids were little.
Mm-hmm.
Two mothers watched
child.
them from the foot of the driveway.
Child mutant ninja turtle.
Carly Beth watched them get their candy. Then she walked the rest of the way to Sabrina's house. She climbed the front stoop, stepping into a white triangle of light from the porch light. She could hear voices inside the house. Sabrina shouting something to her mother, a TV on in the living room. Carly Beth adjusted her mask with her free hand. She straightened the gaping, fanged mouth. Then she checked to make sure the head was balanced on the broomstick. She reached to ring Sabrina's doorbell, then stopped. Voices behind her. She turned and squinted into the darkness. Two costumed boys were approaching, shoving each other playfully on the sidewalk. Chuck and Steve!
You know how boys do. Just like,
I'm just in time, Carly Beth thought happily. She leaped off the stoop and crouched behind a low evergreen shrub.
yeah.
Flowery language, RL.
Gotta get that work coming up, baby.
Yup.
Okay, guys, she thought eagerly, her heart pounding. Get ready for a scare.
It's like the tagline of this podcast.
Yeah.
14. Carly Beth peered over the top of the shrub. The two boys were halfway up the driveway. It was too dark to get a good look at their costumes. One of them wore a long overcoat and a wide-brimmed Indiana Jones fedora. She couldn't really see the other one. Carly Beth...
No, that's what I forgot.
Mike.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
time we kept doing that, and so then we just leaned into it and just kept saying
Okay.
Carly breaths.
I had to
Carly-
actively make myself not say Carly Breath again. I was like, we probably won't do the same bit again. Don't say Carly Breath.
We can do the same bit again. Who gives a shit?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Carly breath, deep breath, and prepared to leap out at them. She gripped the broomstick tightly. My whole body is trembling. Yeah. Realized. The mask suddenly felt hot, as if her excitement had heated it up. Her breath rattled noisily in the flat nose. Walking slowly, playfully blocking each other with their shoulders like football linemen, the boys made their way up the driveway. One of them said something Carly Beth couldn't hear. The other one laughed loudly, a high-pitched giggle.
What do you think he said?
The other one...
I don't know. What did boys joke about while they're playing
but all-
shovesies?
He's probably just like, penis.
A bra.
A bra.
A bra!
Peering into
But
the
you're right, though. It probably was just
It's
penis.
probably just penis.
But, peering into the darkness, Carly Beth watched them until they were nearly right in front of the shrub. Okay, now, she declared silently. Raising the broomstick with its staring head on top, she leapt out. The boys shrieked, startled. You could see their dark eyes go wide as they gaped at her mask. A ferocious roar escaped her throat, a deep rumbling howl that frightened even her. At the terrifying sound, both boys cried out again. One of them actually dropped to his knees on the driveway.
Jesus Christ!
Ooh, yeah.
Um,
It's giving me flashbacks to that Skyrim mod that turns all the dragons into Randy Savage.
yeah, and every time they appear, it plays Disco Inferno. God bless. God bless that mod.
man's coming to get you.
Our little aside about like what they were laughing at, it reminded me of just like a boys will just laugh at the word penis.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't remember if I've told the story before, so I apologize if I had. We've been doing this a long time, but there was a VHS copy of 1981's Flash Gordon in the Annapolis Blockbuster in the 90s. That there was one copy of it, and we knew about this because I think our friend Patrick told us. But someone had rented Flash Gordon, and then there's a scene early in the movie where the Queen soundtrack is playing, but it's like really like chill.
That's every scene in the movie.
Hang on, Chris. It's the really chill part of the soundtrack.
It's the chill Queen
It's the
song,
chill Queen
Chris.
song where it's like wow wow wow. It's just like it's this song that plays when like shit's just kind of floating in space, and there's a shot of the rocket that Flash and I can't remember what her name is, but the chick in the movie, they're both in this rocket and they're just like kind of drifting through space. And the rocket looks like a rocket. Dale, thank you. Rockets are phallic.
Dale Arden?
I'm aware.
Dale Arden, yes. So as it's going through and you're listening to the Queen soundtrack, someone had dubbed over the audio for a second, so the video didn't change, but the music cut out and a guy just goes penis.
The amount of effort to do that, though,
That
at
should
that
have
time.
but that should have happened more often, though, don't you think?
You should
All
have.
these things are in our homes and other people's
We
homes.
could have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How many times
you?
did you rent that exact
A
one?
bunch of what we rented it all the time, and it made us laugh every fucking time. And I still think about it today. Like, if I'm watching Flash Gordon or listening to the soundtrack, or just if this happens, I'm just like, remember that strange man's voice that just said penis.
It's a core memory.
It is a core memory. If Inside Out was about me,
One of your islands would be Flash Gordon Penis.
Flash Gordon Penis Island. There's Flash Gordon Penis Island. There's Gillian Anderson Shirley Manson Island. There's Resident Evil Island.
It's the biggest one of all.
That's the biggest one, guys.
Never beat it.
Oh man, you never beat it.
No.
Yeah,
I never did either.
I
hard.
tried
I gave up
really
when the
hard.
dogs were jumping out of the windows. Or
Yes.
into the house
Yeah.
through the windows.
It's so early.
I never
I know,
played
it
it.
scared me. I was very little.
Oh, I love those games. Excited about Resident Evil 9. All right, I gotta stop
Talk
talking.
about it on your other podcast.
Yeah, I do often.
The remake of which will come out next year.
Yeah, right. Ha
of what?
ha.
Of Resident Evil 9.
Oh, that's fine.
It's
I'll
a
play
good
it.
joke.
Yeah, that is a good joke. They both stared up. You guys. I just want you to know how much effort it took for me to not keep talking about Resident Evil.
I mean, you still are.
No, I'm
Yeah.
no. I'm talking about myself right now, not Resident Evil. I'm talking about how
Kind of.
I'm talking about how proud I am of myself for not saying all of the things I want to say right now about Resident Evil.
Keep making us proud. Read the book.
All right,
Look behind me!
That's
Sorry.
3 times you've said Resident Evil.
Okay. That's a Tuesday for me.
It is Tuesday.
Oh, shit!
It is Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Having a
we
great
have
time.
fun.
They both stared up at the head bobbing on the broomstick. It seemed to glare down at them. Another howl escaped Carly Beth's throat. Ooh, yeah! It started low, as if coming from far away, and then pierced the air, raspy and deep, like the roar of an angry creature. Exactly what I just did. No! One of the boys cried out. Who are you? The other cried, leave us alone!
I'm the cream of the crop.
Carly Beth heard rapid footsteps crunching over the dead leaves on the driveway. Looking up, she saw a woman in a bulky down coat running up the driveway. Hey, what are you doing? The woman demanded, her voice shrill and angry. Nailed it. Are you scaring my kids? Huh? Carly Beth swallowed hard. Gulp! She turned her eyes back to the 2 frightened boys.
It's not Chuck and Steve.
Oh, shit. Wait! She cried, realizing they weren't Chuck and Steve. What are you doing? The woman repeated breathlessly. She stepped up to the 2 boys and put a hand on each of their shoulders. Are you 2 okay? Yeah, we're okay, Mom. The one in the overcoat and fedora replied.
He's
It was
Indiana
He's
Jones.
a detective for
Oh,
Halloween,
I
which is something normal people do.
Oh, he said Indiana Jones fedora, but
Yeah,
he
he
didn't wear
did.
an overcoat.
didn't wear an overcoat. Yeah.
So,
So-
yeah, I guess
so-
he wasn't. We could have just said a fedora.
Yeah,
How is
you
he
could-
yeah.
beat Sam Spade?
Normal people go to Burlington Coat Factory and spend $80 on a raincoat to be a detective for Halloween.
Yes, this fedora right here. The other boy wore white makeup and a red clown nose. She jumped out
Is
at
that
us.
all?
Just
So
that, just that.
lazy.
Yeah. Regular clothes.
Lazy ass clown.
Yeah, just like a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
I'm a clown on Saturday. It's my day off.
Okay. I
my
would
day
think that would
off.
be a big
Honk,
birthday
honk.
party day, but
That's true. You would think their day off was probably like Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. She jumped out at us, he told his mother, avoiding Carly Beth's stare. She kinda scared us. Kinda? You shit your pants. The woman turned angrily to Carly Beth and shook her finger at her accusingly. Don't you have anything better to do than to scare 2 young boys? Why don't you pick on someone your own age? Normally, Carly Beth would have apologized. She would have explained to the woman that she had made a mistake, that she had meant to scare 2 different boys.
But hidden behind the ugly mask, still hearing the strange howl that had burst so unexpectedly from her throat, she didn't feel like apologizing. She felt anger, and she wasn't sure why.
Hell yeah.
Go away, she rasped, waving the broomstick menacingly. The head, her head, stared down at the 2 startled boys. What did you say? Their mother demanded, her voice tight with growing outrage. What did you say? I said go away, Carly Beth snarled in a voice so deep, so terrifying that it frightened even her. The woman crossed her arms in front of her heavy downcoat. This woman is not backing down, and I
No.
respect her for it.
Yeah.
Her eyes narrowed on
Also,
Carly
how
Beth.
cold is it?
I remember when Halloween was
before-
cold.
Oh,
Global warming.
Right, I forgot. Okay.
We used to have
Yeah.
cold Halloween back in the
I
day.
forgot Halloween used
Back
to
in
be
the
cold
early
90s.
90s.
Yeah.
Her eyes narrowed on Carly Beth. Who are you? What is your name? She demanded. Do you live around here? Mom, let's just go, said the boy with the clown face urged, tugging at her coat sleeve. Trying to calm my brain so I don't read bad.
Okay. You're reading great.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But thank you. Yeah, come on, his brother pleaded. Go away, I'm warning you, Carly Beth growled. The woman stood her ground, her arms tightly crossed, her eyes narrowed at Carly Beth. Wasn't that the exact sentence I just fucking read?
Yeah, they're just standing off right
Just
now.
because it's Halloween doesn't give you the right. Mom, we want to get some candy, the clown pleaded, tugging his mother's sleeve harder. Come on.
You're ruining
We're
Halloween.
wasting the whole night, his
Yeah.
brother complained. Your mom is ready to throw down for you, and you're whining about candy.
Are those bottle caps really worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carly Beth was breathing hard, her breath escaping the mask in low, noisy grunts. I sound like an animal, she thought, puzzled. What is happening to me? She could feel her anger growing. Her breathing rattled noisily in the tight mask. Her face felt burning hot. Her anger raged through her chest. Her entire body was trembling. She felt about to burst. I'm going to tear this woman apart,
Oh
Carly
my
Beth decided.
God.
It's called Macho Madness.
Yeah. The woman had lust in her eyes, okay?
Chapter 15.
I'll chew her to bits, yeah! I'll tear her skin off her bones, yeah!
Furious thoughts raged through Carly Beth's mind. She tensed her muscles, crouched low, and prepared to pounce.
Oh my God.
Probably doing a flying elbow. But before she could make her move, the two boys pulled their mother away. Let's go, Mom! Yeah, let's go. She's crazy.
Yeah, I'm crazy, crazy, yeah! Snap into a Slim Jim.
The word repeated, roaring
like a
through Carly
Borderlands
Beth's
psycho.
mind.
Oh my God, she is.
The mask grew hotter, tighter. The woman gave Carly Beth one last cold stare. Then she turned and led the two boys down the driveway.
You want to die tonight?
Carly Beth stared after them, panting loudly. She had a strong urge to chase after them, to really scare them. But a loud cry made her stop and spin around. Sabrina stood on the front step, leaning on the storm door, her mouth open in a wide O of surprise. "Who's there?" she cried, squinting into the darkness. Sabrina was dressed as Catwoman, with a silver and gray catsuit and a silver mask. Which I don't understand that at all. Her
Is it-
black
I
hair.
was waiting for you to be like, yes, Catwoman did have a silver mask in this one specific
No.
comic.
I don't think she ever did. Her black hair was pulled tightly behind her head. Her dark
Catwoman.
eyes.
Catwoman.
Like if it was dressed as a Catwoman.
I
But
feel.
the fact that cat and woman are both capitalized, it
Wait,
breaks
yeah.
my brain.
Does it say silver mask?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a woman
Silver
who is
mask.
a cat. The cat face is silver. It makes perfect sense.
I
Chris.
can't think of a single iteration.
You
Of
know
the
better than I
character.
do, but all I can think of is possibly the Catwoman from Batman the Animated Series, which I wouldn't describe as silver. I would describe
Gray
as
and black.
a
It's gray
gray
and
outfit.
black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gray. But I don't even think the mask was gray. I think the mask was black.
It was black.
Part of it was black,
Yeah.
but the rest of it was gray. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, other than my own hang-ups,
Yeah,
her dark
that's
eyes
fair.
stared intently at Carly Beth.
Yeah. Sorry, we're looking at
Yeah.
Catwoman.
Don't you recognize me?
Carly Beth rasped, stepping closer. She could see the fright in Sabrina's eyes. Sabrina gripped the door handle tightly, standing half in and half out of her house.
Yeah, don't you recognize me, Sabrina?
She waved the head on the broomstick as if giving her friend a clue.
I'm glad that they did describe the Catwoman outfit, because if they hadn't, just judging by when this book came out, the closest Catwoman outfit that it would have been Michelle Pfeiffer, and that's not appropriate for a child. to wear.
Yeah.
Certainly not.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
I'm glad we clarified that.
Me too.
Sabrina gasped and raised her hand to her mouth as she noticed the head on the pole. Carly Beth, is that you? She stammered. Her eyes darted from the mask to the head, then back again. Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, it's me. Sabrina continued to study her. The mask, she cried finally. It's excellent. Really excellent. It's so scary. I like a catsuit. Yeah. Sabrina's eyes were raised to the top of the broomstick. That head! It's so real! Where did you get it? It's my real head, yeah! Carly Beth joked. Sabrina continued to stare at it. When I first saw it, my mom made it in her art class. Yeah, at the Boston Garden. I thought it was a real head. She shivered. The eyes, the way they stared at you. Carly Beth stroked the broomstick, making the head nod. Sabrina studied Carly Beth's
creepy.
mask.
Yeah.
Wait until Chuck and Steve see your costume. I can't wait. Yeah. Where are they? She demanded, glancing back to the street. Steve called. He said they'd be late. He has to take his little sister trick-or-treating before he can meet us. Carly Beth sighed, disappointed. We'll start without them, Sabrina suggested. They can catch us up to us later. Yeah. Okay. I'll get my coat and we can go. She took one last lingering look at the head on the broomstick, then the store door slammed shut with a bang as she disappeared inside to get her coat.
The wind picked up as the two girls made their way down the block. Dead leaves swirled at their feet. The bare trees bent and shivered. Above the dark, sloping roofs, the pale half-moon slipped in and out of clouds. Guys, I don't remember if we've told you enough, but it's Halloween as fuck outside! Sabrina chattered about all the problems she'd had with her costume. The first catsuit she'd bought had a long run in one leg and had to be returned. What, is it made out of nylons? Then Sabrina couldn't find a cat-eyed mask that looked right. Carly Beth remained...
She still did.
And she still did. Carly Beth remained quiet.
Yeah.
She couldn't hide her disappointment that Chuck and Steve hadn't met them as planned.
What if they never catch up to us?
She wondered.
What if we don't see them at all?
The whole point of the night, as far as Carly Beth was concerned, was meeting the two boys and scaring the absolute living shit out of them. Sabrina had given her a shopping bag to put her candy in. Hey, you don't have a candy bag? A pillowcase?
Yeah, what the fuck?
A bucket?
A bucket? From McDonald's? Didn't they give them out?
Yes!
They did. We still have it in the basement.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm so happy both of us just at the same time went, a bucket!
Bring a bucket.
Bring a bucket!
Pillowcase was my go-to.
Yeah, pillowcase.
Always.
I didn't go to enough houses for it to be worth a whole pillowcase.
Oh,
You don't need that
sounds
shit to
amazing.
tear mid-journey.
Yeah, pillowcase is like really what, like, that'll hold a metric ton of candy.
Yeah.
You're gonna die eating that shit.
I did.
As they walked, Carly Beth gripped the bag in one hand, struggling to keep the head balanced on the pole in her other hand. So, where did you buy your mask? Your mother didn't make it, did she? Did you go to the new party store? Can I touch it? Sabrina always talked a lot. But tonight, she was going for a world's record of non-stop chatter. Carly Beth obediently stopped so that her friend could touch the mask. Sabrina pressed her fingers against the cheek and then instantly jerked them back. Ooh, it feels like skin! Carly Beth laughed, a scornful laugh she had never heard before. Yuck! What is it made of? Sabrina demanded. It isn't skin, is it? Is it like, it's some kind of rubber, right?
I guess.
Carly Beth muttered.
Then how come it's so warm? Sabrina asked.
Gross.
Is it uncomfortable to wear? You must be sweating like a pig. Feeling a surge of rage, Carly Beth, I almost said breath, dropped the bag and the broomstick. Shut up, shut up, shut up, she snarled. Then with an angry howl, she grabbed Sabrina's throat with both hands and
Whoa.
began to choke her.
Whoa!
Business has just picked up.
Hell yeah!
Oh my goodness. I'm going to read the next one because
Yes.
that was short. Chapter 16. Sabrina uttered a shocked cry and staggered back, pulling herself from Carly Beth's grip. Carly Beth, she sputtered. What is happening to me? Carly Beth wondered, gaping in horror at her friend. Why did I do that? Gotcha, Carly Beth exclaimed. She laughed.
Nice
You should
one.
have seen the look on your face, Sabrina. Did you think I was really choking you?
You dumb bitch.
You dumb bitch. Sabrina rubbed her neck with one silver-gloved hand. She frowned at her friend. That was a joke? You scared me to death. Carly Beth laughed again. Just keeping in character, she said lightly, pointing to her mask. You know, trying to get in the right mood. Haha, I like scaring people, you know. I'm usually the one who's trembling in fright.
I feel like Sabrina is just dressed as a cat.
Yes.
Not cat.
She's just as a cat, and we have to just accept it. It was capitalized, and I don't know why, but she's just a cat.
And the word, just that it was cat woman, you could have just been like, she was dressed as a cat.
And there was a space between the two words, so maybe it's not the Batman character.
Capitalized. I can't get over that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She picked up the bag and broomstick, fixing the plaster of Paris head on top. Then she hurried up the nearest driveway toward a well-lighted house with a Happy Halloween banner in the front window. Does Sabrina believe it was just a joke? Carly Beth asked herself as she raised her shopping bag and rang the doorbell. What on earth was I doing? Why did I suddenly get so angry? Why did I attack my best friend like that? Sabrina stepped up beside her as the front door was pulled open. Two little blonde kids, a boy and a girl, appeared in the doorway. Their mother stepped up behind them. Trick or treat, Carly Beth and Sabrina called out in unison.
Oh, that's a scary mask, the woman said to her two children, grinning at Carly Beth. What are you supposed to be, a cat? The little boy asked Sabrina.
Yes.
Sabrina meowed at him. Meow, I'm cat woman, she told him.
Oh.
She's a woman
That's
who's
not
a
accurate
cat.
at all,
Maybe she's
said
got
one
a
of the
little
kids.
purse and heels or something.
Look, I don't know what's so hard to wrap your head around. I'm public domain cat woman.
Cat woman.
I'm cat woman. I'm copyright free cat woman. I'm silver.
The other kid said, must be an Elseworlds tale.
I
Comic
get that.
fans will laugh at that.
I know just enough to get it.
I don't like the other one, the little girl exclaimed to her mother. It's too scary. It's just a funny mask, the mother assured her daughter. Too scary. It's scaring me, the little girl insisted. Carly Beth leaned into the entryway of the house, bringing her grotesque face up close to the little girl.
Yeah, I'll eat you up. Yeah.
She growled nastily. The little girl screamed and disappeared into the house.
shit.
Her brother stared wide-eyed at Carly Beth. The mother quickly dropped candy bars.
Bars?
Candy bars? Are these
Whole
rich
ones?
people?
Yeah.
Oh, you screwed up, Carly Beth.
Into the girl's bags. You shouldn't have scared her, she said softly. She has nightmares.
Oh, no.
There's a whole other story going on in this house
That's
that
fucked
you have
up.
intruded upon.
Oh, no.
God, this little girl already has night terrors.
Yes. Oh, man.
Poor mother.
That little girl just formed the
Apologizing.
core memory.
Yeah.
Instead of apologizing, Carly Beth turned to the little boy.
I'll eat you up too. Yeah. I'll snap into you.
She snarled. Hey, stop! The woman protested. Carly Beth laughed a deep-throated laugh.
Yeah.
Jumped off the porch and
man.
took off across the front lawn. Sometime later. Why'd you do that? Sabrina asked as they made their way across the street. Why'd you scare those kids like that?
Oh, the mask made me do it. Yeah.
Carly Beth replied. She meant it as a joke, but the thought troubled her mind. At the next few houses, Carly Beth hung back and let Sabrina do the talking. At one house, a middle-aged man in a torn blue sweater pretended to be scared of Carly Beth's mask. His wife insisted that the girls come inside so that they could show their elderly mother the great costume.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
don't do that for
Yeah.
several reasons.
No, she's going to die.
Oh my god.
I'm just realizing this. I was like, what is this reminding me of? And it's reminding me of the last Goosebumps book we read where like a little girl had a dummy, and when the dummy talked, it was like,
Oh yeah.
like,
You're a big fat piece of shit.
and like, I'm realizing I love children getting possessed. It's really funny to me.
Oh my god.
But also you have envy because you wish you would have gotten possessed as a child.
I still do, Chris.
Honestly, like, I had a dummy for a minute because, of course, I did.
Fuck right off. What?
Yeah, I did. Okay, shut the fuck up.
No, what you just heard, John, is envy.
Yeah, I had one.
There was one episode. I don't know if John was on it, but there's one episode of Night of the Living Dummy where Jonathan was Googling how much are ventriloquist dummies.
I was looking at eBay.
Came very close to buying a dummy.
I was like, we don't have dummy money yet.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't
Got
like
dummy money now.
it wasn't like a perfect, replica of Charlie McCarthy.
Yeah.
It's just.
But you had one?
Yeah.
You don't still?
It's probably at my parents' house.
Oh fuck. Okay.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. We'll talk offline.
Carly Beth groaned loudly, but followed
Wait,
Sabrina.
are you looking at dummies?
out.
We learned last time, don't Google ventriloquist dummy.
Oh my god, it's just the head.
Ooh!
Do you realize any time we hang out, it's just gonna be dummy time?
You mean if we get a dummy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm gonna fucking play with that shit.
Dude, you gotta look up those old
Oh, that's horrifying. That is awful.
It looks
That
like he's screaming
the,
in terror at his own reflection in a mirror.
Yeah,
It looks like
"Why
the
do I
dummy
exist?"
heads. It looks like the dummy heads those inmates made to escape Alcatraz.
It's almost $800 and it's just a head.
Jesus Christ. That's gotta be a good head.
All right.
If we get a dummy, fuck, I don't know.
We
That's
already have 2 marionettes. I guess they can all live together under the stairs.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking, if we get a dummy, and the first time Chris came over and the dummy was there, I'm answering the door with the dummy. Like we're putting on a show. Okay, I'm
At
sorry.
some point, I wouldn't speak anymore. It would just be the dummy.
Oh yeah.
At some point being immediately.
I was just gonna say at some point, meaning the whole entire time.
Give that to me.
It's my turn.
It's my turn. Let me play the dummy. Oh man.
The crux of John and Chris's over 2 decades of friendship hinges upon one of you getting a dummy now, and that's just delightful to me.
It feels like we're closer to getting a dummy now than we were when we were reading the book about the dummy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
if you guys start a dummy podcast, I'll come on. I'm like, what's up?
Dummy podcast.
I just love
We
that
all
your
just talk with
insight
the
is
dummies.
like.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Yes.
I'll just be
I
a
just
sock
love that-
puppet. We
I
already
just
have
love that
those.
John's insight into me and Jonathan's friendship is just like, man, they already have fun. But who boy, if they had a dummy,
Man. Oh.
and I want to watch that.
The world's not prepared for this friendship if a dummy's introduced.
Dude, okay. Quick aside, but like, if you want to see something messed up, look up Candice Bergen's relationship to her dad's dummy, Charlie McCarthy.
None of what you said was what I expected you to say.
Okay, it's
Murphy
wild.
Brown?
Excuse me?
Murphy Brown?
Murphy Brown's father is the famous ventriloquist Edgar Bergen.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
And his dummy partner was named Charlie McCarthy. And Charlie McCarthy, the dummy, had his own room.
This is all
Wait,
ringing
it
the bell
stole her
now.
inheritance?
What?
Pretty much.
What?
He left all of his money to the dummy and 0 to her.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Oh my god, hold on. This is from Reddit, so I don't know if it's right or not.
it's a dummy though. Where'd the
Good
money
thing she
go?
has, like Murphy Brown and Boston legal money.
He's sitting in the Smithsonian now.
On a pile of cash? Like the Joker? Like where'd the money go?
I'm just saying, like, he's really good at it.
The dummy made the money, so it goes to him.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Like,
What the fuck?
yeah, he's legitimately funny. I enjoy him.
I am speechless, and I'm crying.
My
also.
face hurts. I've been crying since we started talking about this.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, I think this is a really good turn, actually.
It's
I
gonna be
thought
one of
this
the
was
TikTok
gonna be
clips.
like Candace Bergen had a weird obsession with the dummy, but the
No.
dad had a really fucked up obsession with that dummy.
Yeah.
He wrote of the dummy that he has been my constant companion and who has taken on the character of a real person.
Stop.
And from whom I have never been separated even for a day.
Whoa, stop.
There was
Yep.
no mention of Candace in her father's will.
Oh, brutal. She was on Murphy Brown. She was Murphy Brown.
And she
Yeah.
was an actress. Like, she was already, like, huge in Hollywood at that point, and might have been killed by the Manson family if she hadn't moved.
Oh, okay.
This might be my favorite tangent we've ever gone on.
It might be the best one. I was like, oh, do I just need to put this entire clip online?
It might be too long for TikTok at
Oh,
this
God
point.
damn it. What the fuck?
Yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
but obsession with the dummy was unhealthy, but counterpoint, he's really fucking good at it. So, like, you know?
I would expect him to be. Because it would
And
be...
without him, we wouldn't have the Muppets.
Oh.
Because the first Muppet movie is dedicated to them.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
It would be a way weirder and less satisfying story if he sucked as a ventriloquist.
Well, no,
And he was penniless.
like, he was like the biggest star for like over 15 years, like on the radio, and like there's a whole storyline where Charlie gets married to Marilyn Monroe.
Wow.
It's really funny.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a lot of things to look up after this.
Alright. Who was this, John's turn?
I think it was John's turn.
That threw me.
I don't even remember what book we're reading.
I just want to say I'm just very happy that tangent happened.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
It was very organic.
We're all better for it.
Like the wood Charlie McCarthy is made out of.
How wonderful.
Hardly Beth groaned loudly, but followed Sabrina into the house. The old woman gazed at them blankly from her wheelchair. Hardly Beth growled at her,
Oh.
but it didn't appear to make any impression.
Interesting.
On their way out the door, the man in the torn green sweater handed each of them a green apple. Boo!
Boo.
Harley Beth waited till they were down the sidewalk. Then she turned back, pulled back her arm, and heaved the apple at the man's house with all her might.
Whoa.
Oh! It made a loud thunk as it smacked against the shingled front wall near the front door.
Should have hit a window.
I really hate getting green apples on Halloween. Yeah, especially green ones. Dude, I don't know how he trained his voice to do that, but it's killing me.
Yeah.
He must have destroyed his vocal cords.
Well, but he got to the point where he actually talked like that for real, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Harley Beth, I'm worried about you, Sabrina cried, eyeing her friend with concern. You aren't acting like you at all, which, according to you guys, is a doormat.
Yeah.
No, I'm not no, I'm
Why are
not.
you standing up for yourself?
I'm not a pitiful, frightened mouse anymore. Yeah, and tomorrow night, King Kong Bundy at the Boston Garden. Harley Beth thought bitterly. I can't read the bottom of the page.
Oh.
Shoot, I keep getting the Skype menu.
Oh.
It says, give me that.
Give me that, she ordered Sabrina, and grabbed Sabrina's apple from the bag. Hey, stop! But Harley Beth arched her arm and tossed Sabrina's apple at the house. It clanged noisily as it hit the aluminum gutter.
Jesus.
The man in the torn sweater poked his head near out the door and said, "Hey, what's the big idea?" "Run!" Carly Beth screamed.
Cheese it.
The two girls took off, running at full speed down the block. They didn't stop running until the house was out of sight. Sabrina grabbed Carly Beth's shoulders and held on, struggling to catch her breath. "You're crazy!" she gasped. "You're really crazy!" "Takes one to know one," Carly Beth said playfully. They both laughed.
I
Carly
love the
Beth-
idea of two little girls talking, but one of them's like a scary voice, and then they laugh, and she's like, I just think that's an amazing image.
It's incredible. I love it so much. And they're this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carly Beth searched the block looking for Chuck and Steve. She saw a small group of costumed kids huddled together at the corner, but no sign of the two boys.
Smaller houses jammed closer together lined the two sides of this block.
Let's split up.
Carly Beth suggested, leaning against the broomstick.
We'll get more candy that way.
Sabrina frowned at her friend, eyeing her suspiciously. Carly Beth, you don't even like candy.
Also,
exclaimed.
no, you won't.
Yeah, you'll get the same amount of candy.
Yeah.
Just you'll
You
be
should
apart.
both go to every house. How are you this bad at trick-or-treating?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Because R.L. Stine doesn't know how kid culture works.
No. Hello, fellow kids.
I think he was
I'm
born
Catwoman.
as author R.L. Stine. He just popped into the universe as a grown man.
Yes. I think so.
And thinking like, I know what scares kids.
I know kid culture. Why is he Kermit?
Every author's George Lucas now.
Yeah. But Carly Beth was already running up the driveway to the first house, her sculpted head bobbing wildly above her on its broomstick.
This is my night.
Carly Beth thought, accepting a candy bar from the smiling woman who answered the door.
My night.
She felt a tingle of excitement she'd never felt before. Uh-oh. And a strange feeling she couldn't describe.
A hunger.
A few minutes later, her shopping bag started to feel heavy. She came to the end of the block. She hesitated on the corner, trying to decide whether to do the other side of the street or to go on to the next block. It was very dark there, she realized. The moon had once again disappeared behind dark clouds. The corner streetlight was out, probably burned out. Across the street, 4 very young trick-or-treaters were giggling as they approached a house with a jack-o'-lantern on the porch. Carly Beth sank back into the darkness.
Oh my god. She's gonna kill those kids.
She heard voices. Boys' voices. Chuck and Steve? No. The voices were unfamiliar. They were arguing about where to trick-or-treat next. One of them wanted to go home and call a friend.
How about a little scare for you guys?
Carly Beth thought, a smile spreading across her face.
How about something to remember this Halloween night?
She waited, listening, until they were a few feet away. She could see them now. 2 mummies, their faces wrapped in gauze. Closer, closer. She waited for the perfect moment. Then she burst from the shadows, uttering an angry animal howl that shattered the air. The 2 boys gasped and jumped back. "Hey!" one of them tried to shout, but his voice was caught in his throat. The other one dropped his bag of candy. As he started to pick it up, Carly Beth moved quickly. She grabbed the bag from his hand, jerked it away from him, and started to run.
Oh my god!
"Come back! That's mine! Hey!" Their voices were high and shrill, filled with fear and surprise. As she ran across the street, Carly Beth glanced back to see if they were following her. No, they were too frightened. They stood huddled together on the corner, shouting after her. Holding the stolen candy bag tightly in her free hand, Carly Beth tossed back her head and laughed.
Oh my
A
god.
cruel laugh, a triumphant laugh, a laugh she had never heard before. She emptied the boy's candy into her own bag, then tossed his bag on the ground. She felt good, really strong, and ready for more fun. Come on, Chuck and Steve, she thought. It's your turn next.
Yeah, when are Chuck and Steve entering this?
Ooh, now.
Hey!
Chapter 17. Carly Beth found Chuck and Steve a few minutes later. As if the way the last chapter ended led to nothing at all. Immediate gratification. They were across the street from her, standing in the light of someone's driveway, examining the contents of their trick-or-treat bags. Carly Beth ducked behind the wide trunk of an old tree near the sidewalk. Her heart began to pound as she spied on them. Neither boy had bothered to put on a real costume. Chuck had a red bandana tied around his head and a black mask over his eyes. Steve had blackened his cheeks and forehead with big smudges and wore an old tennis hat and a torn raincoat.
What is that supposed to be?
I don't
Nothing.
think that's it.
I don't either. That worries me a bit.
Either way, I don't like it.
Is he supposed to be a bum?
Carly Beth wondered. Hobo was a classic costume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You like black out one of your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like either way this is going.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
Yeah.
She watched them sift through their bags. They had been out for quite a while, she saw. Their bags appeared pretty full. Suddenly, Steve glanced up in her direction. Carly Beth jerked her head back behind the tree trunk. Had he seen her? No.
Don't blow it now, she told herself. You've waited so long for this moment. You've waited so long to pay them back for all the scares, yeah.
We've waited so long.
Carly Beth watched the
Yeah,
two
we're halfway
boys.
through the fucking book.
Yeah.
Carly Beth watched the two boys make their way up to the front porch of the next house, nearly tripping on her broom. Nearly tripping over the broomstick, she darted away from the tree. She ran across the street and ducked low behind a hedge. It didn't help that as she did that, she went,
Yeah!
When they come back down the driveway, I'll leap out. I'll pounce on them. I'll scare them to death with my flying elbow smash. The low hedge smelled piney and sweet. It was still wet from the morning's rain. The wind made the leaves tremble. Like we said, it's Halloween as fuck.
It's very Halloween.
What was that strange whistling sound? It took Carly Beth a while to realize it was her own breathing. She suddenly began to have doubts. Now, this isn't gonna work, she thought, crouching lower behind the trembling hedge. I'm a complete jerk. Chuck and Steve aren't gonna be scared by a stupid mask. I'm going to jump at them.
Everyone else has.
And they're going to laugh at me, as they always do. They're going to laugh and say, "Ooh, hi, Carly Beth, looking good. I'm going to take your Intercontinental title." Or something like that. And then they'll tell everyone in school how I thought it was so scary, and they recognize me immediately, and what a total jerk I am. And everyone will have a good laugh at my expense.
If this was a Lifetime movie, she'd be delivering this monologue into a mirror while like screaming and like rubbing makeup all over her face.
Yeah.
With
she
like
doesn't know that she sounds like
Shaking a
Randy
glass of
Savage.
wine.
Like just punching the mirror, breaking
Yeah.
it.
It's
Yeah.
like with like a public domain version of like a Cardigan song.
Yeah.
Like, background. Why did I ever think this would work? What made me think this was such a hot idea? Okay.
You know how kids think.
Hot idea. I never said that as
This
a kid.
is a hot idea. That's the ticket.
Crouched behind the hedge, Carly Beth could feel her anger grow. Anger at herself. Anger at the two boys. Anger at Hulk Hogan. Her face felt burning hot inside the ugly mask. Her heart thudded loudly. Her rapid breaths whistled against her flat nose. Chuck and Steve were approaching. She could hear their sneakers crunch over the gravel driveway. Carly Beth tensed her leg muscles and prepared to pounce. Okay, she thought, here goes.
Chapter 18. It all seemed to happen in slow motion. The two boys moved slowly past the hedge. They were talking excitedly to each other. Penis is what one of them said. But to Carly Beth, their
That made me laugh.
It's funny! But to Carly Beth, their voices seemed low and far away. She pulled herself up, stepped out from the hedge, and screamed at the top of her lungs. Ooh! Even in the dim light, she could see their reactions clearly. Their eyes went wide. Their mouths dropped open. Their hands shot up above their heads.
Like they're on a roller coaster?
Yeah, yeah. Steve cried out. Chuck grabbed the sleeve of Steve's coat. That was hard to say. He grabbed Steve's sleeve. Carly Beth's scream echoed over the dark front lawn. The sound seemed to hover in the air. Everything moved so slowly. So slowly, Carly Beth could see Chuck's eyebrows quiver. She could see his chin tremble. She could see the fear shimmer in Steve's eyes as they moved from her mask up to the head on the broomstick. She waved the broomstick menacingly. Steve uttered a frightened whimper. Chuck gaped at Carly Beth, his frightened eyes locked on hers. Carly Beth, is that you? He finally managed to choke out. Carly Beth uttered an animal growl, but didn't reply. Who are you? Steve demanded, his voice trembling. It's Carly Beth, I think, Chuck told him. Is it you in there, Carly Beth? Steve let out a tense laugh. You scared us. Pissing their pants.
Carly Beth, is it you? Chuck demanded again. Carly Beth waved the broomstick. She pointed up to the head. That's Carly Beth's head, she told them. Her voice was a deep, throaty rasp. Huh? Both boys gazed up at it uncertainly. That's Carly Beth's head, she repeated slowly.
Did I stutter?
Waving it toward them. Did I stutter? The painted eyes of the sculpted face appeared to glare down at them. Poor Carly Beth didn't want to give up her head tonight, but I took it anyway. What?
Yep.
Both boys stared up at the head. Chuck continued to grip Steve's coat sleeve. That is hard to say.
Yeah.
Steve uttered another tense laugh. He stared at Carly Beth, his expression confused. You're Carly Beth, right? How are you making that weird voice? That's your friend, Carly Beth, she growled, not letting the fucking bit go.
She's like, I've waited more than half the book to do this.
Yeah, that's all that's left of her. Chuck swallowed hard. His eyes were trained on the bobbing head. She should have put some fake blood on it.
Yeah.
Steve stared intently. Idiot. Steve stared intently at Carly Beth's mask. Hand over your candy, Carly Beth snarled, surprised by the vicious tone in her voice.
Just robbing people.
Steve cried. Hand it over now, or I'll put your heads on the stick. The boys laughed shrill giggles. I'm not joking, Carly Beth roared. Her angry words cut their laughter short. Carly Beth, give us a break, Chuck muttered uncertainly, his eyes still narrowed in fear. Yeah, really, Steve said softly. Hand over your bags, Carly Beth insisted coldly, or your heads will adorn my stick.
Oh my god.
She lowered the broomstick toward them menacingly. And as she lowered it, all three of them stared up at the dark-eyed face. All three of them studied the frozen face, the face so real that looked so much like Carly Beth Caldwell.
Chris, take us home.
I feel like this isn't the first time we've had Caldwell as a surname.
It's very generic.
Yeah.
Anyway, a sudden breeze swirled around them, making the head bob on the stick. And then, all three of them saw the eyes blink. Once, twice, the brown eyes blinked.
What?
And the lips on the head parted, making a dry scraping sound. Frozen in horror, Carly Beth stared up at the face along with the two boys, and all three of them saw the lips move and heard the dry, crackling sound. All three of them saw the dark lips squeeze together, then part. All three of them saw the bobbing head form the silent words,
What?
Help me! Help me!
What the
What the fuck?
What happens?
Wow,
Oh
what
my
a
God.
cliffhanger.
Well, that was. I gotta give RL credit for that.
Yeah.
That was rad.
I didn't expect that.
Wow.
Damn.
Fuck, what chapter was that?
I'll look later. Jesus. Is this how the masks are made? I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. I can't wait to find out what happens. Phew.
Wow.
I assumed that was going to be Carly Beth doing another trick, but she sounded pretty surprised.
She sounded as surprised
Yeah.
as they were, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I was gonna say something, and then that I completely it's gone. It's gone from my head entirely. Well, John, what did you think of the Haunted Mask?
This is easily the best one we've read.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually really well written,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, he uses flowery language and stuff still, but like, there's an actual point to this. It feels like, in a way that it kind of didn't in the, like, yeah. I'm actually I am enjoying the story, versus the usual. But I love the show because I'm usually like, wait, what? And I didn't say wait what once.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty riveting.
this is very solid. Good job, RL.
Good job. I do remember
Rhineline Stine.
what I was gonna say. What I'm realizing I love about this book is that it's like a bottle episode. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
basically so far. I think like maybe 24 hours, if not less, have passed.
Was yesterday the science fair?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
It's been
science
like
fair.
maybe a couple days,
Maybe
but
it's
like
been-
maybe 2 or 3
But maybe
days.
like a week.
Yeah.
It still is like a bottle because you gotta
Yeah.
have a bookend.
But the
you know?
whole, I mean, the majority of this book so far has been Halloween night.
Yeah.
It
Like
jumped right into it.
it did, and I
Yeah,
love it.
It's solid. It's really solid.
Yeah, like A+. It's great because usually some of these Goosebumps stories really meander.
Yeah.
and really just like take their sweet fucking time doing anything. And I love this. This is great.
Yeah, like, but no obsession with cookies.
No,
No boys and cookies.
no boys and cookies.
Just scaring children and stealing candy.
Just possessed masks.
If you want that, you gotta go Pike.
Oh, right. That was Christopher
Yeah.
Pike. Different insane author. John, do you have anything to plug?
Just check out my TikTok. John Nagle 1985, where I just talk about what I talk about here, but to my phone, and not either my supportive friends or my incredibly supportive partner.
Yeah.
Just me being like, hey, who likes old-timey things?
Yeah, if you liked
I
John's if you liked hearing John's takes on old movies and wrestling from the show, follow his TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, and also my partner's reaction to both of those things.
Fantastic. Becca, anything to plug?
No.
Chris?
I would love the plug. If you love this show from Cactus Rodeo, then also check out The Sketchy Show, an improvisational comedic exodus that we would love to invite you on.
My goodness. Love it. I'll plug Casting Dreams, which is the Dreamcast podcast that I host with my friend Patrick Anderson. It's a lot of fun. Thank you so much, John, for coming back.
Thank you for having me again. It was really fun.
Anytime. You're one of our favorite guests. And
Thank
one of our
you.
favorite people. You can follow Below Grade Level on Instagram and TikTok, and you can follow Cactus Rodeo on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know what you think about Haunted Mask, and let us know if there's any other things you would like us to read. I think that's about it. Come back next time and see what the fuck is up with her talking head.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Can't wait.
Do you think the head will at some point say, like, how did I get here?
Yeah, I was about to make that joke. Good job.
You're welcome.
You stole it.
Oh no. That's the end. Bye.
Bye.
Below Grade Level is a Cactus Rodeo production. You can subscribe to and follow Below Grade Level on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you find podcasts. Contact us at podcast@cactusrodeo.com and discover more of what Cactus Rodeo has to offer on Facebook and YouTube.